Well, hello, friends. Welcome back to Commute Talk. It's a little gray, a little rainy, so I guess things are back to normal here. And things are a little bit difficult right now, but I'm hoping they're going to get better. So, anyways, I had a lot of interesting discussions yesterday with people after I posted about Pledge and Unveil on my blog, which I will link in the description below. And I guess I would just like to clear up some misconceptions that a lot of people seem to have. And the first one is that Serenity is not a production-ready operating system, and nobody thinks that it is. And no reasonable person would look at it and determine that this is production-quality software. And it's a project that takes itself seriously, and I take it seriously, but we don't have any illusions about it being production ready, production quality, or even about it being ready for any kind of serious use. Like, I've barely ran a session of it that lasted more than 10 minutes. So now it's a goal of mine to make it ready for myself to use, and it's a goal that I hold very dear. But this is not some production system, and it doesn't pretend to be. And there's no installer, there's no guarantees, there's no support for almost anything. The main thing it has going for it is that it's a labor of love, and it's very, very actively developed. But it is very immature, and everybody knows that. And yeah, so that's one thing. And then I guess another thing is also that when it comes to OpenBSD, like Serenity and OpenBSD are two completely different systems, and they have very different goals. And for example, Serenity is a Unix-like that uses the POSIX spec as suggestion, a really good suggestion, but it does not strive to implement it religiously. If there's something we would like to do differently, then we try to do it differently and see how that works out. There's space for that, and that's okay. And when it comes to like Pledge and Unveil, these are quite immature implementations. They have bugs, and they are not architected in the way that I would like them to be architected eventually, but it's an iterative process and an incremental process. And I understand that the OpenBSD implementations of these things are more mature. They have a lot more thought put into them, and they have a lot of edge cases taken care of, and they don't have some of the bugs I have, like even architectural bugs that need to be addressed architecturally, like symlink handling and stuff like that. I understand that. It's like a 2-hour job implementation that I put into Serenity. Like, you could see me doing it in a video. So it's a process. But the thing I guess that's different here is that I'm just sharing my process, so you get to see the very unfinished stuff, and I like to imagine that it's interesting to see things that are not finished and see how they take shape. And I'm not trying to say that what I do is by any means the final version of anything. Like, it's just a snapshot in time that you're seeing. And anyways, I guess these are just some of the things that I kept running into. But I'm very happy with the sort of the outward facing side of the syscalls of Pledge and Unveil, like making those available to user space in Serenity and starting to use them. It does not change the fact that, I mean, the fact that they're immature in the kernel and that they need a lot of work, a lot of architectural work and stuff, it does not stop user space from getting advantage from them immediately anyway. It's just that they can be better, and that's sort of how Serenity is built in general. That we build the scaffolding, as I like to say, and then we climb up on top of it and build the next thing above, and then eventually, over time, we go underneath the scaffolding and like hammer everything into place there too. But it's just that's just how we do things in this project. And it's in order to be able to build vertically very fast. So yeah. But other than these misconceptions, I had a very good response to my blog post, so that was nice. And I had a lot of nice discussions with people about it, and I'm very glad to be able to spread the word about let me adjust the camera there. Spread the word about these APIs and get people thinking about like these capability relinquishing style of programming. So I'm happy with the outcome, and I'm happily going to continue working on the implementation in Serenity. So anyways, that's just something that was on my mind today. So I guess that's that. So thanks for listening, and thank you for hanging out with me on the commute. And I will see you next time. Bye.